Hey everybody, welcome back. So we learned who the killer was, but we don't know why the killer is. And we will learn that very soon after we'll start with a Rose call. But first thing I want to do actually is look at the view, see how high we are. And we seem to be very high up.
It's a long way to fall.
Certainly would not want to be Joey when he fell off this way. But since we're not, we need to call Rose. And yeah, you actually can't call certain people who you would like to call, like John here.
My partner, John. Come on, John. Don't do this. Pick up. Damn.
Yeah, inconveniently, you can't call anyone really, except for Rose. So let's do that.
Hello?
Rose, it's Erica Reed. Something really weird just happened to me.
Erica, my dear, just calm down and tell me all about it.
I had a vision, but I was stuck in it. I couldn't get out. It was focused on a woman, Cordelia. But Rose, she saw me. She knew I was there, that I could hear her. She talked to me.
Cordelia? Oh dear, how could I not remember her name? Where are you, Erica? Are you at the Infon Towers?
How the hell do you know that?
Erica, this is important. Is Jean with you?
No, he's not. He snuck over here alone, and now I'm trying to find him.
You have to get him out of there, Erica. He is in danger.
Then I'm going to need your help. I can't get stuck in another vision.
Listen, Cordelia is a Scion too. What you experienced was a magnification of your powers. There are cases documented where two Scions with complementary gifts can be connected in such a way. One such as you might see the past, and so the other
would see the future. Rose, this is not good. If she can see the future, well, it doesn't exactly put the odds in my favor. Why are you so sure John is in danger?
That is not important now. What is important is that he can still be helped. Find Jean quickly. And don't forget, you are extremely resourceful and strong. Entering a deeper vision can be troubling at first. But as long as you do not forget yourself, you will be able to come out at any time.
Okay. I won't leave here until John is with me. Thank you, Rose.
Take good care of yourself, my dear. The spirits are restless tonight.
So John is somewhere. We don't know quite where he is, but we definitely know he's in here. I mean, we definitely saw a vision of him, and he could be in danger. And it also appears that Rose has met Cordelia, but Cordelia said so in the first episode, so that's not really a revelation, but it's good to know that she also realizes that Cordelia is a Scion, just like her. So, oh, and also can see the future, which is different from Erica, who can see the past, which is going to lead up to a...
Okay, Erica. Time to slow it down for a second. Whose place is this?
Going to lead into a new power very soon. But the first thing we want to do is investigate, so let's walk around here and get caught. Oh, we need to go further. To get caught.
Someone's coming.
There we go.
This was so stupid. A murderer led me here.
Hey, guy.
Hello again, Ms. Reed. Please, stand up.
Agent Reed. Where's Cordelia?
I see. Well, you've come to the right place. I'm here to inform you that Ms. Smith wants you to make yourself at home here. But of course, you wouldn't have gotten in here if she didn't want it.
Wait, who are you? You're not just a property manager. How are you involved with Cordelia?
I am the Smith family lawyer. My name is Skorobeus.
And Cordelia? Do you know where she is?
No, but she made mention of a John, I believe, before she left. Yes, definitely John. She said that you'd likely be wanting this. And also that, as I've stated, you have free access to her home, nothing withheld.
So this place, Is Cordelia's?
All 33 floors.
Wait. Damn it.
Yes, there's nothing more trustworthy than a lawyer named Skorobeus.
What did he drop off? He said it was from Cordelia.
Alright. Miss Smith, I wanted to tell you in person, but you were out, and so I'm leaving this note. I've looked into your brother's situation as much as I was able to. There's definitely some bad blood between him and people in other companies that he stepped on in order to get to where he is. That said, I can't take this investigation any further. It's out of my hands. Sorry. Alright, but let's see who wrote this note.
What is she doing to me?
What am I supposed to think?
You're supposed to think that you can do something for me.
Maybe you need to talk to someone.
Rose can help you.
And watching the paths get ripped apart is no help.
Double your bet.
So this is where,
This feels the same as that vision on the balcony. But... okay. I've got a little more control now. I can leave the vision if I want to. It's the Boston office. This memory feels years old, before I was an agent. But it's still amazingly clear.
A lady at the front desk pointed me back here to Agent John McCoy. Oh, I'm getting that feeling again. Like someone's watching me out of the corner of their eye.
John? Cordelia came to you? You've met her? Ugh, no.
yeah, we can leave the vision if we want to. Well, we don't want to do that right now, though. So yeah, this is what I was talking about, where, you know, you're going to spend a very significant amount of time playing as Cordelia, and these visions... This is also the new note thing, but... whatever. I'll let the commentary slide as we talk to John
I'm
first.
looking for John McCoy. Is that you?
The one and only. What's this about?
I was led to believe maybe you could help me.
Damn it. I don't know what she was trying to get help for. Must have been something pretty serious, though. I won't get a clear vision of what they talked about until I know why she was approaching John. But there is one fragment here I think I can feel out. It's about... Rose?
So there was something important here with what Cordelia first said, that it seemed that she was looking at someone through the corner of their eyes. So at this time, when Erica is looking at this vision right now, Cordelia knew this vision was happening, you know, however many years back.
All right. I'm sorry. This whole week has been lousy, and watching the paths get ripped apart is no help. But what am I supposed to think?
You're supposed to think that you can do something for me.
Maybe you need to talk to someone. Here, there's this woman, Rose. She runs an antique shop, and she's gifted. She knows about visions and things. She's been giving me some guidance. Give her a call. There's a desk down in the end you can sit at to call.
And, oh yeah, that's the notebook hint that I was just showing off. We can go ahead and do this Rose call right now. There's really no reason not to, so... So we don't have the entire vision, as Erica said, but we can still see a little bit of it. And that's going to be a recurring thing. Entire visions can't be finished until a certain point.
Hello, Lament Antiques. This is Rose. How can I help you?
Yes, hi. My name is Cordelia. John McCoy referred me to you. He said that you could help me. I've had this vision of my brother. He gets killed in it, and it's awful.
I see. And what triggers your visions?
Well, sometimes they just happen, but usually it's anytime I think certain thoughts that relate to a vision.
Yes, association is one of the main causes.
But how do I unassociate? Sometimes I feel like I can't come out of it. I can't stop having a vision. Right now, the only thing that works is repeating "I am awake" to myself over and over in my head. After I start doing that, my mouth starts to say it. And then I remember I'm me again.
Well, we will see if Mama Rose can help you. We will try something now. Close your eyes. Now, just relax. Let your forehead rest. Relax your eyes and your jaw. And I want you to search around for a feeling inside yourself. It's a little light. You might see troubling things, but you can also see helpful things. For now, search for the little light. And I want you to try to make that light bigger and brighter. Bigger and brighter.
The light is moving, but it's hard to focus. Oh!
Hello, are you there, my dear? You screamed.
Yes. I'm here. I need to go. I'll see you soon.
My dear, before you hang up, remember, some things you see are fixed and must happen, yes. But some premonitions are malleable. Their events can be shaped and changed. Take heart. There is always hope. Goodbye, my dear.
And for those who are not particularly fans of Rose's voice, this is actually the last time you have to hear her in this episode. So if you are like that, then don't bother. So you may have also noticed in that vision that the power filter was blue instead of the sepia, which Erica usually gets, because it is a vision of the future, not the past. Don't think.
I need to know why she'd show up to the Bureau asking for help. What happened?
So we're not going to be able to finish this vision until we, as Erica, know what Cordelia was here for. But we don't have that yet.
Weird. The Cordelia I just saw doesn't seem like the same sociopath who's been toying with me lately.
Yes. What that was just saying that you can click on this and you can actually go back into any vision that's not yet completed. This one isn't complete, so it's still colored, but when I finish this, the John one will be grayed out. So we can actually look around. One thing I'm going to show off just for a moment is that there's paintings everywhere. And we won't be dealing with the paintings for now, but it is something to notice if you're playing, that there's plenty of paintings around the place, and they also have signatures. But I'm not going to be dealing with them right now. I've been debating. I think what I'm going to do is, this is actually Cordelia's room, and there's some...
This is her room. I can feel it.
Some interesting stuff left in here. And I'm gonna go look at some of the stuff in this room.
Alright, let's see.
It's gonna be a little more reading that.
There's a folder stashed in here.
A little more reading, so I hope that you bear with me. For some reason, I can't read things off a screen. I don't know why.
Davies. I wish we could have found this days ago. And there's clearly something being planned for McAdams.
So, as you can tell, this is definitely not a full folder. But you may also notice that this symbol is very close to that. Well, actually, it's exactly what you saw in that painting. So that's going to come into play later. Not for now. Madison Davies. I had to call up the FBI office to get the name of the female agent who was here and interrogated me. She's not going to get away. Her name is Madison Davies, and she is now the acting head of the Boston branch. This might actually turn out to be extremely fortunate. I'm going out after her. I gave her a fair chance, a more than fair chance. The scene with the hangman killer, Anthony, was all set for her, but she was still so lazy and stupid to piece it all together when it was right in front of her, again! How does someone this pathetic and inept manage to hold the job? She couldn't even piece together who the man was hanging there. She can't even catch a dead killer. I'll have to make sure the dead killer catches her. And then we've got McAdams. Samuel McAdams. He was removed from his position in Boston after Max's death. Presumably this was because of everything that happened after the death, but I couldn't get any of that speculation confirmed. I haven't been able to track where he went after Boston. I got a lead. He was sent away to work with the Bureau in DC, some demotion. He fails to save Max and then he gets shuttled off to work at HQ. I'd go after him, but it wouldn't do me any good to do anything in a different city. And I need him here in Boston, where it all happened, if I'm going to make it mean anything. Another step forward. I found out that the name of the other investigating agent who was with Samuel McAdams before Max died. Madison Davies, and wouldn't you know it, she is in charge of the Boston branch of the FBI. A reliable source tells me that if she were to retire, then the next likely result would be Samuel McAdams' return to the Boston Bureau. Now I need to make sure she retires. As neat as dominoes in a line. So yes, one of the reasons that presumably Cordelia murdered Davies was to get Samuel McAdams to come back to the office, which actually happened. There's also a closet here that we can actually get more. Little journal here.
What's this? These are notes on the hangman and the wise monkey. I'll take this.
Anthony Longmore, the hangman. Easy. I brushed up against him coming off of a train earlier tonight, and I heard a premonition. This is a dangerous man. I followed him for a while until he reached his apartment, and I wanted to be completed. Or I wanted to be completely sure about him. I knocked on his door and pretended to be a new neighbor. He seemed almost desperate for the attention that was almost sad. I put my hand on him as I said goodbye, and I knew for certain that... Sorry, I can't even read that. That he'd have the FBI after him, and that he had some nasty plans for the future. But that look in his eyes when I touched him, I felt... I don't know... sympathy. He'll have to be the first one. That will set everything properly in motion. And I will use the warehouse off Arathon Avenue. This is the crime scene. And if you notice, this is actually the niche. You know, the one that actually had the Sarah Goodman photo. So, you know, this is all planned out. Let's look at the wise monkey. Joey Gothals, the wise monkey. Deep blue eyes. Was at the post office. A twitchy-looking kid was behind the counter. I handed him my package and accidentally brushed his hand. The premonition was so intense that I almost fell down. Always remember, keep on guard. He needs to go. His MO is compelling and unmistakable. I can borrow it once I've gotten rid of him. I couldn't stop him from killing that woman, but I will ensure that she is his last. Unfortunately, I need to hold on to him until I want him found. The plus side is that I followed him to a place called Arathon Avenue. This will be a perfect place for Mr. Longmore. A gift lies hidden in every misfortune. Bracelet with charms. Yeah. So, she's planning stuff out. There's also a drawer here, but we can't deal with it right now.
I can't open it, but I don't see a keyhole.
We can start another vision, but... let's see what happens.
I am awake.
I was worried. Just be okay.
Could you at least get me something?
Hey, kiddo. I'm not very good at telling stories anymore. It's been a while. Do you remember the last time we were here like this? I must have been 12. I was at your bedside, and I was trying to get you to talk. Dad had me playing one of those business deal games with you. Remember those? God, they were awful. For this one, I had to get you to trade me some toy you loved, and he would refuse to speak to me until I'd struck a deal. And as I was trying to cut a deal, you started to get pale, and you threw up on my shoes. Mom had to take you off to bed, and you stayed there, sick and sweaty, for like 3 days. I was there with you, begging you to wake up so that I could finish making that deal with you, but you didn't wake up. And for those 3 days, Dad wouldn't talk to me, wouldn't respond to me, wouldn't even look at me. Cordelia, I wanted you to wake up so that I could finish the deal and Dad would talk to me again. But now, I want you to wake up so that I'll know you're okay. Please, wake up.
After seeing her talk to Rose, I know what she does to wake up from a blackout like this. But it's not enough. I need to know what got her here. I'd bet that another vision could clue me in.
So we can't complete this one either, but we did get to hear about Max talked to a very comatose Cordelia. Kind of having a story. I'm actually going to have a little commentary about that whole story once we get to this next vision, which is the first vision we can actually complete.
Fancy office. If you're going to work from home, this is the way to do it.
Let's get right on this and postcog this envelope. Well, actually, it's a little more interesting.
It's empty. There's something odd about it. Like it was left here deliberately.
You start to realize that Cordelia was leaving clues, such as this envelope.
I need him to sign away his claim on the tower.
You do your thing, I'll do mine.
I've spent the past 2 days getting nowhere on this one.
Keith.
That's it!
So now we are in
That must be
control.
Max, Cordelia's older brother. She mentioned him in the cemetery. So this vision must be from at least 6 years back. I still can't believe I took that rose from Max's grave. Though I wonder now if Cordelia knew that was going to happen.
By the way, I really enjoy Cordelia's model. I think it's probably the best model we've made. Let's talk to
Max, my big brother.
So yes, this has to be at least 6 years ago because Max died 6 years ago. Actually, I also want to look at this before I start talking to him. A family photo.
It's an old photo of the family. It's one of the few we have.
So...
Mom and Dad weren't really picture people.
Mom and Dad... Oh.
It's an old photo of the family.
That's Cordelia, that's Max.
It's one
There's
of the
someone
few
we haven't
have.
met. Looks like
Mom and Dad
Skorobeus
weren't
in the
really
background.
picture people.
Alright. Let's talk to Max for a while.
Hey, did the mail come yet? Did we get...
Yes, it came. And everything is as bad as it could be. How are we going to get the Enthon Towers functioning as a sustainable and profitable housing venture if politicians and nitwits won't get their fangs out of our asses?
I can go and talk to some people downtown. Maybe try something a little more tactful than whatever you've been doing to upset them like this. What's their issue now?
11th hour building code shit. They can smell blood. They know we're doing something good. They don't want anyone to raise the bar because they know it'll mean they'll have to start jumping higher.
And? That's it? Just a few more building code hurdles?
And there's a thing with Keith. I need him to sign away his claim on the towers. You can imagine how willing he is to do that. This place is his baby. We had a fight.
This is where you're gonna start noticing a few, well, I really don't know if people are gonna start noticing this, but, Max was recorded, and a lot of, when we were doing the alpha focus test, a lot of people thought he was not very relatable, so we actually added in a bunch of lines that were to make him more relatable, and more likable later on. So I always thought that people would think that Max was bipolar, because sometimes he gets really angry and really impatient and really like an asshole, and sometimes he just has nice little talks like this. For example, this one was not originally there, but this was added later. So I'm not going to be pointing out ones that were added in. You can play that little game to see which lines were added in before and after people complained about Max being unrelatable. But this is one, so let's hear it.
Max, what's up? You've been wound very tight lately.
Maybe it's the caffeine. I have been throwing it back lately.
Well, I hate to drive past your defenses, but I did notice the old family photo is out on your desk. You didn't dig that out for nothing. Have you been missing Mom and Dad?
Miss Dad? No. I got it out so I could look at it and remind myself he wasn't a monster. Or a giant. He was just a man. A really good businessman who never stepped out of that one role. And I'm afraid I'm turning into him. I do the same. I put up a facade to deal with meetings and investors. God knows I'm good at it. Look at all we've got. But lately, I'm afraid I'm just becoming the facade.
Well, sure, we can encourage him.
Max, you might be a natural at what you do, but you're too good-hearted to lose yourself to a role that you play well.
It doesn't feel that way, though. Look, even though Mom and Dad are dead, it still feels like they're looking on and making sure I take care of you and Keith. And when I slip up and stop playing my role, it feels like Dad is in the next room, holding the belt.
No way, Max. He may have been strict, but he wanted us to be happy above all else.
That's easy for you to say. Dad made it clear that he liked you. He always forced me to earn it, and he made it clear that he was teaching me to look after the family. I don't know. Maybe I'm just trying to fill the shoes of a ghost.
Well, I'm glad you brought it up. We'll work on this, okay?
So it looks like Max has a huge weight on over him with his responsibilities, but we need to talk about Keith.
So, what is it you need from Keith exactly?
Look, the bureaucrats are descending. They'll do everything they can to slow us and stop us. I need Keith to give up his claim on his involvement in the towers, but he refuses to sign these.
Of course he does. What did you think? He'd bow out of the way? He designed this place, Max. He wants acknowledgement.
Well, he's not gonna get it. They're trying to rezone this area before everything's even done. We moved too fast on this, Cordelia. We were so eager to go, 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 that we didn't slow down to consider that people are, well, people.
Max, you're not that cynical. Look, it's the High Rollers Lounge we're trying to get into, and they don't like that we're using the express elevator. There's pride at stake. Give me the papers. I'll get Keith to sign.
Cordelia, he won't.
Max, you're a businessman, not a diplomat. You do your thing, I'll do mine.
And that's how we win it. Together.
Oh yes, so you noticed that little safe that was back there. Let's
You have a safe in here?
comment on it.
I didn't know that. Was that Keith's idea too?
No, mine. Guilty. Always wanted to be in a gangster film, yeah, see? Oh, it'll be a great little surprise I can impress clients with. Seriously, who has one of these anymore?
Max, if you show it off, you're defeating the purpose.
I had a lot of pleasure writing that particular see, because originally it just didn't have that in there, and I'm like, no, that has to be in there. So yes, we need to. It appears that
I'm getting that feeling again.
Okay, just a moment.
It's been happening a lot lately. It feels kind of like a quick headache. But it's more than that. What's strange is I feel as though I could almost choose to make it happen. As if I could... What's happening to me?
Whoa. She was having visions. Probably her first, guessing from the reaction she had.
Okay, so something, this is actually completely optional, but let's pre-cog, not post-cog. This is from the, what we'll see from the future. That flower. And she'll actually see that she's gonna cut that flower.
This must have been where that black flower came from. Yep, there's the cut stem.
But she also hears Erica, and she's gonna
Where
comment
was that
about
coming from? It felt like it came from inside my head. And whose voice was that? It almost sounded familiar. Get a grip. Okay.
So it looks like, in order to do a lot of the business around here, Max needs some stuff signed, by Keith, and Keith is actually upstairs here. In the art room. And he seems to be a very, artsy kind of man. Sorry, I'm just looking at the clock, deciding whether or not I should start off with this, but let's go ahead and, introduce Keith a little bit.
Hey Keith, what are you working on?
You kidding? Nothing. I've spent the past 2 days getting nowhere on this one design problem, and maybe it'll turn out the whole idea's crap. And then I have Max showing up, pestering me to sign away all claims on the towers.
Didn't this same sort of thing happen when Max tried to solicit your design ideas for the towers in the first place? You said it couldn't be done, you were too wrapped up in the thing before it, boo-hoo-hoo, rocks and hard places.
Well, no, but... Thanks. I see what you're doing, and you're right. But this latest thing I'm trying to do, it just hurts to keep thinking about, but I can't let it go. I can at least think about the tower's design and feel good. It's one big problem that I solved.
So, yep, he's a bit of a tinkerer. He knows how... Well, he designed the entire towers, and it's definitely been profitable, and he wants to move on and make some new stuff.
Keith, have I noticed some strain between you and Max?
Probably. He's getting insufferable, trying to tear away any dignity I might have gained through working on the design of the towers, and he's doing it just so he can move along to the next new thing.
What's wrong with moving on to new things?
Nothing, if you've got somewhere new to move to. I don't have that luxury right now.
Yeah, if you try to get him to sign this right now...
Is it really so bad to sign away some legal claim? You still designed Enthon Towers, Keith. Your name might not be on the plaque, but you know it's an...
No, it's not about plaques. It's about Max thinking he can take something that I busted my hump for and just turn it into another commodity, another moneymaker.
Are you sure that's what he's doing? This is a condominium, Keith, not a microchip patent.
I'm not sure what he's up to, but I don't like it.
So you're on to the next thing? The gears don't stop spinning in that head of yours, do they?
You make it sound like a choice, Cordy. I'm working on the Ori over there. I'm trying to make it into a functional tool for measuring planetary movements.
Orrery? That's what that thing with the planets is called?
Well, ours is a little different, but yes. I just need to work on balancing it and I'll be finished, but it's tricky. I need to use the right wrench on the right planet, and I have to adjust it in the right direction.
Adjust it?
I'm using these to make the fine adjustments, but nothing has worked so far.
Now, in order to progress, we would need to...
I'll talk to you later, Keith.
All right.
To figure out how to put these things together. Oh, crap. Sorry, I skipped right through something. Let's see. What Erica said that I just skipped was that this is Keith, and maybe they could, maybe Erica could look him up. But, one of the things we're going to be doing soon is we can use our powers to help us determine what, how to set the orrery correct, which is what, Keith wants. But we will begin that in the next episode. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and I will see you in the next time. Later.